Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Browns took down the Jets 37-20 on Thursday Night Football to kick off Week 17. The Browns have officially clinched a playoff spot, their third time making the playoffs, and their second 11-win season since returning to the NFL in 1999. Joe Flacco threw for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Browns get their 4th straight win. In other news, Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud has cleared concussion protocol ahead of the Texans game Sunday against the Titans. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported on Thursday Stroud was a full participant at practice this Thursday and is set to return this week after missing the last 2 games. Texans enter Sunday as the 8th seed in the AFC. Rookie Jaron Hall will start at quarterback for the Vikings this Sunday over Nick Mullins. Hall will be making his 2nd start of the season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Paid actor portrayal.
I didn't see it coming. Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. The mortgage, car payments, and all the other bills. Even things like our annual summer vacation would be out of reach. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. I knew it was time to stop putting it off and get life insurance right now. I got on my computer and went to ethoslife.com. In just 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected. Thanks to Ethos, my family won't have to worry about the bills if the unpredictable happens to me.
Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's GETETHOS.com.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California. It is a Friday, December 29th, 2023, 7:30 in the AM Pacific Standard Time. And coming up, we'll celebrate some birthdays, our big shot birthdays, our local birthdays. Yeah. And in the news, Shakira is being honored with a statue in her home country of Colombia. The superstar revealed that a massive bronze statue was placed in her hometown of Barranquilla. The statue features Shakira showing off her signature dance moves. Yeah, well, her hips don't lie, but apparently her tax forms do. Yeah, cost her a chunk of money there. Oh, well, that's not my problem. Though I got enough problems without that. Let's see, what else is going on? All sorts of things. Well, new study says 70% of people check their X, formerly Twitter account, when they wake up, which is a sign of addiction. Yeah. I understand the other 30% didn't go to sleep because, well, they were too busy watching cat videos on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, we've got birthdays. We've got an update on the El Centro chicken situation. Yes, a flock of feral chickens in the 1600 block of Pepper in El Centro. Yeah, the chickens, some have been captured. Others have eluded law enforcement. Yeah, I think they got away singing the Bobby Fuller song. You remember that? I fought the law.
Law and the law won. Yes.
Yeah. So far, the chickens have won.
But they're in a good area. They're close to the hospital.
Yes. And now I don't know if you saw this, but Chief Sawyer and his wife on Christmas Day served breakfast to the El Centro Police patrol officers that were working that day. I understand the eggs came from the 1600 block of Pepper in El Centro.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Hey, no charge. Didn't come out of the city budget, right?
Right.
And, of course, as you and I both know, fresh eggs are the best.
They are. They really are. And just ask your neighbors there if you live close by that area.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
Okay. You ready for birthdays?
I'm ready for chickens, but that's
okay.
That's
Chicken McNuggets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actor John Voight is 85. Singer Marianne Faithfull, 77. Ted Danson from Cheers, 76. Singer, actor Yvonne Elliman, 72. Actor Patricia Clarkson, 64. Comedian Paula Poundstone, 64. Actor Michael Kudlitz is 59. Let's see, actor Jason Gould, 57. Actor Kevin Wiseman, 53. Actor Jude Law, 51. Actor Maria Dizia is 49. Actor Mackay Pfeiffer, 49. Actor Sean Hatosi is 48. Actress Catherine Monig is 47. Actor Alison Brie, 41. Actor Yen de Castecker is 36. Actor Jane Levy is 34. Are you ready? Do you think you can handle some local birthdays?
Local birthdays, absolutely. They're red hot potatoes. So.
Okay. And fresh eggs, too.
Fresh eggs, scrambled.
Okay. Happy birthday, D'Angelo Singh, Johnny Juarez, Steve Esperanza, Margot Dubois, Tony Velez, Sylvia Tatum, Christopher Cota, Nacho Basurto, Crystal Galvez, Sabrina Martinez, Mitch Selking, Mario Molina, Vicente Godino, Andrew Grooms, Frank Dyson, Herb Arispe, Michael Lyon, Rosa Jimenez, Ernie Calderon, Gary Shelton, and my daughter, Amy Lonis. Happy birthday from KXO.
Another one of those poor people, poor kids that got cheated on their birthday.
Yes, but Dad was happy because he got the tax deduction in right before the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Of course, Gary Shelton and my daughter Amy celebrate their birthdays on the same day. There's a lot of similarities between Gary and my daughter Amy, except Gary is taller.
Okay.
Okay.
Person to look up to, huh?
Yes. So Pam and I are making plans for New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll be eggnog toast at 7. Not toasting with liquid eggnog, but she made eggnog bread, and we're going to toast it.
Do you like eggnog? I know we had this conversation.
No,
I don't.
I really am not big on eggnog. It's just one of those things. I really don't eat eggs.
Oh, I eat eggs. But...
Yeah, I never been particularly fond of eggs.
Well, I don't like the nog. The eggs I like, but the nog.
Okay. And there are many people that like their eggnog with a bit of rum or brandy, and that's fine.
Yeah, or knocked out.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and there's some nice, fresh, homemade brownies here, so we'll celebrate the new year with, or the end of this year with fresh brownies.
Or something. Well, that's good. Yeah, poor Amy. She, with her birthday falls the way it is. See, I can always advise her on what it's going to be like because I have mine right before. So.
Right. Well, what we used to do when she was young is we'd have a birthday party in June.
Yeah. That's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah. Okay, we've got news. Are you ready?
Ready.
It's a look at World in California. News headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts at Lock.
Of 18 hours. The BBC's James Waterhouse.
I think this is a reminder from Vladimir Putin of Russia that he still wants the whole of the country, and he is able to target the whole of the country in some way.
Aid is still in short supply in Gaza for hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. CBS's Linda Gradstein.
Israel says Hamas is diverting the aid for itself, and there have been videos of Hamas gunmen on top of the aid trucks. Israel also says the problem is distribution, that the UN is simply not set up in order to distribute the aid properly.
Another state has disqualified former President Donald Trump from its ballot. CBS legal contributor Lori Levinson.
Maine's Secretary of State is the first Secretary of State in our nation's history to conclude that a presidential candidate is not eligible for the primary ballot.
CBS News Brief, I'm Wendy Gillette.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Storms are producing waves of more than 30 feet high from San Diego to San Francisco. More rain expected this weekend. 9 people hospitalized after getting hit by a rogue wave in Ventura. Yesterday, 2 people are in critical condition, and witnesses say several of the victims have broken bones. The massive wave washed ashore at Pier Point Beach at about 11 o'clock Thursday morning. At least 1 person is injured as waves of up to 33 feet high slammed the Sonoma County coast. The person was knocked down by a wave at Salt Point Beach and pulled underwater Thursday afternoon. The person was able to get out of the water on their own. A 5-year-old Stockton boy is back home learning how to walk again after he was injured in a triple shooting. King Gamage was waiting in a car with his dad near California and Park Street in Stockton on December 16th when shots were fired. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist, wishing you the best of the new year.
This is Mary Stoddard. Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now there are medicines that can treat COVID whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look on a Friday at the local news, a pickup truck and a cyclist collide. George Gale has the story.
The incident occurred at about 5:20 p.m. Wednesday on northbound Highway 86, just south of Ralph Road. Imperial Police said that when officers arrived on the scene, the cycle rider was lying in the roadway and was unresponsive. CPR was administered, but the man was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim was riding a motorized bicycle northbound on Highway 86 when he was struck by a pickup truck. The deceased rider was identified as 57-year-old Raymond Rosenbaum of Brawley. The driver of the pickup truck was not injured. The investigation into the incident is ongoing. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Valley EDC annual dinner is coming up. It's the 17th annual installment. It'll be scheduled for January the 18th. The event will be held at Del Rio Country Club. For ticket information, go to ivedc.com/events/ annual dinner. The Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation says the dinner gives them the opportunity to say thanks to their partners and investors who share their mission to improve the economy and create jobs in the Imperial Valley. It also is an evening to reflect and celebrate the accomplishments made in economic development in the Imperial Valley over the past year. The event will include a guest speaker, reception, dinner, awards, and more. It all starts at 5 p.m. January the 18th. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Continuing with more local news, another long weekend coming up. Here's more on that story.
2023 wraps up this weekend. For many, it will be a 3-day weekend. For others, it may be a 4-day weekend. For the Imperial Irrigation District and most federal, state, and local offices and agencies, it will be a 3-day weekend. A special traffic enforcement will be in effect through Monday night. California Highway Patrol maximum enforcement period begins this evening at 6:01 p.m., ends at 11:59 Monday night. For local police, such as Brawley and El Centro, they have been in special patrol mode for the entire week. It is highly recommended that you do not drink or drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol. That includes off-road drivers. The dunes are monitored by the BLM and the California Highway Patrol. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Trash pickup rates increased in Brawley. Brawley City Council approved the rate increase last week. Republic Services requested the increase to keep up with the cost. The 4% increase affects residential, commercial, and industrial customers. Residential rates will increase to $27.27 per month. Commercial customers' rate will increase to $198.05. The new rates go into effect with the new year. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time, and the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. The place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
All right, Carol, am I missing something hanging out in the post office? You were talking about the post office just now.
Yeah, the Peanut Patch has their very own post office in the store.
I can hang out in there then?
You can hang out there. I think your picture is on the wall.
Yeah, the one with numbers across. Okay, got it. Well, with the new year comes the return of none other than the Blue Angels. Here's more on that story.
The Naval Flight Demonstration Squadron will fly into Naval Air Facility El Centro on January 4th. They're expected to arrive at around 2 in the afternoon. Blue Angels will begin their winter training for the 2024 show season. Approximately a 90-day training is expected to wrap up with the traditional air show at the base. The Blue Angels are based out of Pensacola, Florida, and have trained at NAF El Centro for over 50 years. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
State minimum wage is set to increase. With the new year comes new laws. One of those is the minimum wage. In California, the minimum wage increases on January the 1st. It will increase to $16 per hour unless you are a healthcare worker. The minimum wage for healthcare workers will increase to $23 per hour. SB 616 goes into effect as well. The bill deals with sick leave. According to the bill, employees who have been working in California for the same employer for 30 or more days within their starting year, the bill will require an employee to have no less than 40 hours or 5 days accrued sick leave or paid time off by the 200th calendar day of employment, or in each 12-month period. SB 848 says an employee can use the 5 days off upon the death of a family member. The bill will allow reproductive leave within the 3 months of the event. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says high pressure across the region will bring slightly above normal temperatures and dry conditions into the weekend before a bit more unsettled weather pattern takes hold by Sunday. The first in a series of several overall weak weather systems should move through the region Saturday. This system will bring a few light showers Saturday night, while also dropping temperatures back to a couple of degrees below normal on Sunday. The second system should then bring slightly better rain chances during the latter half of Monday. Additional light precipitation chances will also be possible during the latter half of next week. 72 the high in the valley yesterday, 42 our overnight low. Partly sunny today with a high near 70. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Mostly cloudy tonight, then gradually clearing. Look for a low of about 44, light winds. Saturday, sunny with a high near 69. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds turning out of the south-southeast. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 66. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east-southeast. New Year's Day, Monday, partly sunny with a high near 65. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 20% chance of showers after 10 a.m. 47 degrees, 66% relative humidity, wind out of the west 3 to 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, served by Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town, with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. daily.
Know your rights. The Family Justice Center is here for you. If you're a victim of domestic violence, sexual assault, elder or dependent adult abuse from family, friends, or others, we can help. It's up to you and people around you to keep a watchful eye on our neighbors and community members. You should be treated with dignity and respect, with no fear or abuse. If you see this, Call the Family Justice Center for guidance at 760-336-3965, ensuring safety, protecting families, and seeking justice.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. The Pistons did it. Yeah, they lost. Hey, at least they took Boston to overtime. Yeah, the Celtics clubbed the Pistons 128-122. Anyway, Pacers beat up on the Bulls 120-104. Timberwolves topped the Mavericks 118-110. Pelicans jumped on the Jazz 112-105. Nuggets ran past the Grizzlies 142-105. Heat hammered the Warriors 114-102. Spurs topped the Trailblazers 118-105. And the Lakers won. They beat the Hornets 133-112.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
NFL Thursday night football, the Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Well, the Browns beat the Jets 37-20. Joe Flacco with a resurgence. We've got an NFL game tomorrow and again on Sunday. Saturday, the Lions and the Cowboys. Sunday, the Packers and the Minnesota Vikings right here. And in other news in the world of sports, college football bowl games continue. It's the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, Clemson and Kentucky. Tony the Tiger's Sun Bowl, Oregon State and Notre Dame. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Memphis and Iowa State. The Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Missouri and Ohio State. So a lot of meaningless bowl games for you. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. By the way, they also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, stocks are going out with a bang. The market is on pace for a record. The NASDAQ is having its best year since 2003. The final trading day of 2023 could be one for the history books. The S&P 500, the broadest measure of the U.S. stock market, opened higher today to start the day. Dow Jones Industrial reached multiple record highs in December. The NASDAQ Composite, that tech-heavy NASDAQ index, was this year's big star. Taking a look at other news, nearly 9 months after Bud Light was front and center in one of the biggest misfires in advertising history, sales of the beer are still down 30% weekly compared to the same time a year ago. The Bud Light has released a new slogan that will definitely help. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. which was supposed to mark a new era for the brand, but a one-off sponsored Instagram post with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney last April garnered attention from the right, caught anger from the left, derailed the brand's year, and cost it possibly permanent damage. So looking at the big board right now, the Dow down 29 points at 37,682. The S&P 500 off 10 at 4,773. The NASDAQ down 73 points at 15,022. But a lot of activity on this, the final day of trading for the year 2023. Gold is off $9.10 an ounce. Oil is up 7 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Partly sunny today with a high near 70. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly clear. Look for a low of about 44. Light winds. Saturday, sunny with a high near 69. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds will turn out of the south-southeast later in the day. We have 48 degrees, 65% relative humidity, wind out of the west, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday, 9 p.m. to midnight. 10 a.m.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Peter King. The latest Russian attacks on Ukraine have been relentless, with dozens of people reported killed and wounded. CBS's Cammie McCormick says the barrage is now being called the heaviest aerial attack of the 22-month-old war.
Air raid sirens sounded throughout Ukraine. The Russian missiles and drones hit residential buildings, a maternity hospital, schools, and a metro station. Electricity was cut off in many regions. While rescuers are still searching the rubble, the UN human rights chief, who said he was shocked by the scale of the attacks, called on Moscow to end them immediately.
As Israeli forces try to flush Hamas leaders out of hiding in Gaza, CBS's Linda Gradstein says one area has escaped the bombing and people are clamoring to get there.
Rafah specifically, since that's where the aid is coming in, a lot of people are going there thinking, well, I might as well, get as close to the humanitarian aid as I can get. It's just the aid is not getting to the people who need it.
Maine has tossed Donald Trump off of its GOP primary ballot because of his role in the Capitol insurrection. Elections law expert David Becker.
There is another pending matter in the United States Supreme Court based on the Colorado decision. So the United States Supreme Court could resolve this issue for all states at any point in time, and hopefully soon.
A Colorado court disqualified, then reinstated Trump to its ballot as that state waits for that decision. When you're in Santa Cruz, California, you expect the view, but not necessarily the huge waves that have been coming ashore. The mid and northern California coast has been hit hard by heavy rain and high winds, with another wave expected today. CBS's Carter Evans.
Waves as high as 40 feet are pounding the California coastline. In Ventura County, the surf flooded streets with debris reaching several blocks inland.
We've got high swells. We've got waves coming in directions we're not used to them coming. Even the most seasoned swimmer and surfer.
Evacuation orders were issued in several communities in Santa Cruz and Marin counties.
A South Central Kentucky man faces several charges after police found a missing 16-year-old North Carolina girl hidden in his home. The man's mother had called police after she heard what she thought was a fight between the man and his girlfriend. Lincoln County Sheriff Ron Luster.
They realized that she was there, and there was actually a room cut out in the floor that you accessed through the floor and was covered with a rug, and that's where the juvenile was located at.
The man is believed to have brought the girl from North Carolina after meeting her online. The Dow is down 22. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-737-9944. That's 1-800-737-9944. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-737-9944. That's 1-800-737-9944.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Prosecutors in the Dominican Republic say Tampa Bay Rays shortstop Wander Franco was a no-show for questioning yesterday. Franco was accused of having an illicit relationship with a minor. Well, there are many reasons to root for sub-freezing weather this time of year. CBS's Wendy Gillette tells us about one of them.
Warmer weather may be pleasant this time of the year, but it's not so hot for the country's lakes. In Minnesota, ice houses that were set up are getting torn down. And one group that fishes items that have fallen through the ice is particularly busy right now. Tri-State Diving in Detroit Lakes is warning residents to clear items from the ice or they will sink. The business has rescued a four-wheeler and multiple fish houses over the past week. It's dangerous work with ice cracking around employees as they move items off the ice. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase